I know a man who was in a war. He fought for a country that was not his own. He fought for what he believed were good reasons. He risked his life. This war was lost, and he's begun its drift into the past. I just saw an interview with OmarK Out, and as much as over the years I wanted to see him stay in prison, I realize now that my father, who was this man that fought in a war that was not his war, he thought that it was a good idea to go fight, and whether it was or was not is not to be determined by us, but by the people of that time. Yeah, he was a Canadian, joined the American Marine Corps in 1969, and I was born while he was over there. Had he been captured, he may have spent many years there, and even after the war was over, there was men believed to still be there, and the least I can do is address that and say that if Omar is released, I'm sure he will be watched more than many Canadians are, and that there are probably many more dangerous people that should be watched. And like anyone, if he makes a mistake, commits a crime, then he will be held accountable. We've had lots of wars in the past, which the people that fought those wars have been released. Even in that particular war, who are now working to rebuild the country. And some of them, yes, fall back into putting men and women in our armed forces and our visiting other countries into harm's way. But such is life, and we will have to deal with that as it comes. And if we want to be held to a higher degree than the people that are fighting unjust causes over there, then maybe we need to do that. So I know that this is not a very wise thing to do, to step out and say something like this. Many people will probably just fry me, my mother-in-law for one. But I don't have a war to join right now and risk, but I can risk putting my views out there for people to see, and stop being afraid of saying what I feel is the right thing at the right time, this time that we're in right now and where we're going. Not much of a rant, I guess, as for more of an observation, but we'll just go this as a H3xRant for 2015. I should have many more rants now that I'm looking at either finding a new career or a new placement out there. Now that I've been released from SNC due to a bunch of changes and restructuring that they're doing, we just don't need the IT server support in Toronto as much as was previously needed. So I'm looking forward to this as an opportunity for me to find something new, a real challenge that I need to address. And I know it's scary for my family, but scary for a number of families of men and women that worked with me for many years, over my 7.5 years there. So let's look forward to good things. And if you like this, hit the like button and subscribe. And who knows, hopefully one of my rants will be about commuting again, because right now I don't have much commuting to do, which is making me very happy. Actually, the commuting part. Yeah. And if there was a reason to do Active Directory here in my basement, well, other than the Active Directory that I do for myself and 3 family members, which is not a lot, but we're looking forward to seeing what's out there. Maybe I'll be doing those dragon eggs soon.